It's really interesting. A lot of them are just not looking at him at all, even though he's standing and talking. That's really interesting. And nobody's amused, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, they just thought it was puzzling that they would be out considering all the things that have been said in this war between Blake and Justin. So
it looks like things aren't as picture perfect for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds as they seem. Rumors are swirling that their flawless public image might be hiding some messy truths. Celebrities are starting to speak up, revealing shady business deals and sneaky Hollywood moves, and it's not looking good for the famous couple. So, what's really going on and why are people calling them out now? Here's the scoop. Trouble started when Blake Lively accused her at ends with his co-star and director, Justin Baldoni, of harassment. The accusation got people talking, but things took a dramatic turn when Baldoni hit back with a $400 million lawsuit against Blake and Ryan. He's accusing them of defamation, extortion, and trying to take control of the movie project. But it doesn't stop there. Other industry insiders are backing him up, claiming that Blake and Ryan have a history of manipulating situations to gain public sympathy and get ahead in Hollywood. Their golden couple image is starting to crack, and some are even suggesting that their perfect persona might be a cover for some serious manipulation tactics. Could this be the end of their spotless reputation? Time will tell, but things are definitely getting messy. Now let's talk about Ryan. He's known for being the funny, lovable guy everyone adores, but not everyone's buying it. When Jersey Shore stars Sammy Giancola and Dina Cortez were on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, they were asked about rude celebrity encounters. Sammy tried to play it cool, but Dina didn't hold back. She straight up named Ryan Reynolds. She softened the blow by saying, "He wasn't great to us, but I still love Ryan and Blake." But the fact that she mentioned it at all speaks volumes. Sammy suggested that Ryan might have just been having a bad day, but it's worth noting that they're not the first to hint at his not-so-nice side. Actress Rebecca Ferguson once shared how badly she was treated on set, though she didn't name names. With all these stories coming out, it seems like the cracks in Blake and Ryan's perfect image are starting to show.
I did a film with an absolute idiot of a co-star. And this human being was being so insecure and angry because this person couldn't get the scenes out. And I think I was so vulnerable and uncomfortable that I got screamed at. And I would cry walking off set. This person would literally look at me in front of the whole crew and say, "You call yourself an actor, this is what I have to work with. What is this?" And I stood there just breaking. This happens. But because this person was number one on a call sheet, there was no safety net for me. So no one had my back. And I remember the next day I walked on and I said, "You get off my set." It's the first time I've ever spoken. So insecure and angry because this person couldn't get the scenes out. And I think I was so vulnerable and uncomfortable that I got screamed at. And I would cry walking off set. This person would literally look at me in front of the whole crew and say, "You call yourself an actor, this is what I have to work with. What is this?" And I stood there just breaking. This happens. But because this person was number one on a call sheet, there was no...
Rebecca Ferguson recently opened up about a terrible experience with an incredibly rude co-star, and it was intense. Although she didn't name names, the story she told was brutal. According to Rebecca, this actor was super insecure about their own performance and took it out on her by yelling at her in front of the entire crew and belittling her acting. Imagine trying to do your job while getting screamed at on set. It was so bad that Rebecca admitted she would sometimes cry during filming. But she didn't just sit back and take it. She stood up for herself. At one point, she told this person to F*** off, and even said she'd rather act with a tennis ball than deal with them. She was so fed up that she refused to face them on set, and asked to act toward the back of their head instead. After her story went viral, a lot of actors showed support, including Dwayne Johnson, who praised her for standing her ground. Some of her former co-stars also reached out to show their support. The big question is, who is this mystery actor? Rebecca isn't saying. She made it clear that it wasn't Tom Cruise or Hugh Jackman. It's probably not Ryan Reynolds either, although some fans still suspect him. But Ryan has his own drama going on. Turns out Jake Gyllenhaal, who used to be super close with Ryan, has distanced himself completely. People are speculating that Ryan must have done something to seriously cross the line because Jake is no longer interested in maintaining the friendship. Then there's a situation with Morena Baccarin, Ryan's co-star from Deadpool. Remember how she was a major character in the first movie, but was barely in the sequel? Rumor has it that she had a falling out with Ryan on set, and after that, she was pushed to the sidelines, not just in the movie, but in real life too. When Deadpool and Wolverine started making headlines, Morena was noticeably absent from all the press events. At the premiere, she was seen standing alone in red carpet photos. It was so obvious that people began speculating that Ryan didn't want her there because of their past drama. Some say it was about her role in the movie or jokes Ryan wanted to include that she wasn't okay with. Whatever the reason, it seems Ryan wasn't happy about being challenged, so he allegedly used his power to leave her out. This whole situation is giving off serious Hollywood power move vibes, similar to what's happening with Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and the It Ends With Us drama. It looks like the cracks in Ryan's nice guy image are starting to show.
But I think after he got super, super famous from the first Deadpool, then things kind of changed. I think he was like, see, you guys see? And then I think I don't know. I mean, would I work with him again? No.
No.
I would not work with him
that
again.
much vitriol.
But I've said that about Michael Bay, and now we're friends, and I would work with him again. But I think Michael Bay is different. And Michael Bay worked on a movie with Ryan Reynolds also. And so he has a very specific opinion.
That may mirror
of
your
Ryan
own.
Reynolds. And that was a good part and our last conversation with me and Bay. But I sort of wish him well because he's so good at Deadpool. And I think it's weird that he hates me.
Ryan Reynolds' list of burned bridges just keeps getting longer. Another Deadpool co-star, TJ Miller, has also spoken out about his experience working with Ryan, and it wasn't pretty. TJ, who played Weasel in the franchise, revealed that he left the films because of Ryan and wouldn't come back for Deadpool 3 even if they offered him double the paycheck. That's how bad things were. He made it crystal clear that he has no interest in ever working with Ryan again, saying the way he was treated on set was awful. And before anyone could dismiss it as a joke, TJ emphasized that Ryan wasn't trying to be funny. He was deliberately putting him down without a hint of remorse. According to TJ, he couldn't figure out why Ryan had such an issue with him, especially since his role was minor compared to Ryan's lead. But TJ suspects the real reason was Ryan's own insecurities. He believes it wasn't about anything he did, but about Ryan wanting to remind him who the bigger star was. With all these stories piling up, Ryan's nice guy image is definitely taking a hit. It looks like his off-screen personality might not be as charming as his on-screen characters. Ryan Reynolds' list of controversies just keeps growing, and it's not looking good. Let's break down the latest drama. First up, TJ Miller. The former Deadpool star revealed he quit the franchise because of Ryan and wouldn't come back even if they doubled his paycheck. According to TJ, Ryan wasn't joking around or being playful on set. He was deliberately putting him down. TJ believes it wasn't about anything he did, but about Ryan's own insecurities and need to assert his status as the bigger star. But TJ isn't alone. Tim Miller, the original director of Deadpool, also walked away because of Ryan. Tim said Ryan was so controlling over films that it became impossible to collaborate. He wanted total creative control, and when Tim tried to push back, he got pushed out. Tim summed it up by saying, "I don't mind having a debate, but if I can't win, I don't want to play." With Ryan calling all the shots, Tim knew it was time to leave. This need for control and insecurity isn't just showing up at work. It's affected his personal life too. Just look at his marriage to Scarlett Johansson. They started dating in 2007, got married in 2008, and by 2010, they were done. Their split happened around the same time Scarlett's career took off with major Marvel roles, and she's been pretty open about what went wrong. The two words she keeps using? Jealousy and insecurity. She said she hates passive-aggressive jealousy because it shows insecurity and controlling behavior, which she found unattractive. Considering how Ryan took over Deadpool and drove the director out, it's not hard to see how he might have been the same way in his marriage. Scarlett hinted that Ryan struggled with her success, especially as his own career was hitting a rough patch. She described their relationship as volatile and suggested that Ryan didn't like being the less successful one. And then there's Blake Lively. Ryan met Blake on the set of Green Lantern while he was still married to Scarlett. Their chemistry was undeniable, and it's rumored that while his marriage to Scarlett was falling apart due to his jealousy and insecurity, he turned to Blake, which ultimately ended his first marriage. But Ryan's reputation isn't just shaky in his relationships. His Hollywood track record is taking hits too. Filmmakers are reportedly reluctant to work with him because of his habit of taking over projects. Just ask Quentin Tarantino. He made it clear he'd never work with Ryan, calling him just a well-paid actor with zero quality projects. He also shaded Ryan's Netflix films like Six Underground, Red Notice, and The Atom Project, saying they make money but are completely forgettable. Then there's the Home Alone drama. Ryan tried to reboot the classic with a stoner twist called Stoned Alone. The plot? A weed grower misses his flight, gets high, and has to defend his house from thieves. Home Alone director Chris Columbus was furious and called the idea an insult to cinema, basically telling Ryan to leave the classic alone. Other celebs have joined the anti-Ryan club too. Gerard Butler threw shade when his film Gamer was compared to Ryan's Free Guy, which also revolved around virtual reality. When asked about the similarity, Gerard responded, "I don't know what Free Guy is." And when the interviewer explained it was Ryan's movie, Gerard didn't hesitate to say, "I don't watch Ryan Reynolds films." Ouch! When this many people, co-stars, directors, ex-wives, and fellow actors, start speaking out, you have to wonder, is Ryan really as insecure as they say? Or is this just Hollywood gossip? Either way, his nice guy image is definitely taking a hit.
Person would literally look at me in front of the whole crew and say, "You call yourself an actor, this is what I have to work with. What is this?" And I stood there just breaking. This happens. But because this person was number one on a call sheet, there was no safety net for me. So no one had my back. And I remember the next day I walked on and I said, "You get off my set." This is the first time I've ever spoken.
All right, so Rebecca opened up about a wild experience she had with a super rude co-star, and let me tell you, it was bad. She didn't drop any names, but the way she described it, yeah, it was intense. So here's what went down. Apparently, this mystery actor was super insecure about their performance and started taking it out on Rebecca.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' appearance on Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary special didn't go as planned. Instead of charming the audience, they seemed to be trying a little too hard to control the narrative amid their ongoing legal drama with Justin Baldoni. Ryan made a joke about the lawsuit and Blake played along, but it felt out of place given the serious harassment allegations swirling around. Fans weren't impressed, calling the attempt at humor tone-deaf, and accusing the couple of trying to do damage control by playing it off as a joke. Even Justin's lawyer weighed in, questioning how they could joke about such serious allegations. It looks like their carefully crafted, perfect couple image is starting to fall apart, and their PR moves are only making things worse. Could be that Blake and Ryan's wholesome public persona was just an act all along? Did you see this coming? Or is this news as shocking to you as it is to others? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.